Hello everybody and welcome to JGod Gaming. The beta is officially live, so I've been able to play with it. I've tried to make sure I leveled up this weapon as much as possible so I can use all the attachments. Based on my playtime so far, this is absolutely the best class setup I was able to find for the KN57 if you're only going to run 3 attachments. I ran stock, advanced mags, and rapid fire. Obviously we have a pick 10 system, so there are other perks that are going on here. I'm running scavenger so I don't run out of ammo. I'm running this acoustic sensor, which is like 6 cents. Definitely a powerful thing. Then I'm running ghost to stay off the radar unless I'm firing the weapon, and tracker so I can see enemy footsteps. In this game, advanced mags is a little bit different than maybe what we've seen before. It actually allows you to reload faster and adds additional ammunition to your magazine. And I think it takes it from 35 to 40 in the ammunition. And that's kind of how it actually works out. So you're going to see some gameplay right here. If at any point you do enjoy the video or like any of the tips that I actually give you in the video, remember to hit that like button. I do have a goal of 500 likes for this video, so if we could get that, that'd be amazing. And then also, if you're new to the channel, I typically cover Call of Duty news, in-game updates, best class setups like you're going to see today. And then I also do subscriber breakdowns where subscribers can submit gameplay to me. I'll actually review it, break it down, and show them how they can improve. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, remember to hit that subscribe button with notifications on. Now we're going to transition into the gameplay part of the video. And this is where I take you through my entire thought process, because I believe it's important to give you the how and the what. And I've already given you the what, which is the best class setup you're seeing on the screen right now. So when we transition to the how, what I'm going to do is actually take you through my entire thought process as I play the game, so I can give you kind of tips and tricks along the way, what I'm thinking and how I'm positioning myself smartly so I know exactly where the enemies are, how I need to position, and how I need to just be successful overall. So on this opening rush, I actually am playing in objective game mode. It's starting off 4 to 5, which really isn't fair, but that's just kind of how it goes. I'm running Recon, which allows me to shoot this little sensor dart, which will give me a little bit of perimeter of where people are. So I already know I'm waiting here. I got my teammate on the inside. I heal myself immediately. And that's something you gotta remember to change up, because with the healing mechanic, I'm just pre-firing that. Hopefully that I can actually reload, get this reload off. And you can see I only got a couple bullets left in the magazine, enough to kill that guy. Took about 8 bullets there. I'm pretty sure I hit every shot, but since the guy had a lot of health, it was a little bit hard. So right here I pull off a little bit of a tricky move. I'm hip firing, kind of running to the spawn, clean that guy up, hit my health, and I actually take over the objective. And it can be tricky to do, especially when we're outnumbered, because we end up getting countered from behind. And you can see how that sensor's going off and actually telling me where people are at. And as you can see, I already got all my streaks, so I already have that attack helicopter, that care package, and I already called in that recon plane. Right here, I do call in the helicopter when I do get a position. Right here, I'm just trying to get a flank, because I always believe in flanks. Obviously, without a suppressor, I got to engage these gunfights the best way I can. But as they come out, I'm just kind of positioning, making sure that I can cover, because we had the hard point. Now the hard point switched, and we got to go ahead and push up. And I want to maintain my streak a little bit, so I go ahead and get back to cover, re-engage. That's a cool thing, because by the time I already get moved, I already have my health thing regenerated. It does come back a little slowly. You can see I already got my health back, and you can see my little sensors going way the heck off. But I see my teammates coming back from the backside, so I decide I want to flank around in position. So this thing is going to give you a lot of information. And one of the little tricks I did to pay attention a little bit more to that mini-map is I actually made the HUD completely smaller. I already got a merciless metal, and it keeps the streak going alive. Obviously, I still need to call in this helicopter. I didn't realize I got it so quick actually in the moment, just because I was streaking up, actually trying to hold down that hard point. And we're still losing. It doesn't make any sense. We haven't been able to maintain it all. I think it's just because we're down people. We don't have enough bodies on that hard point. If you'd like to know that little top secret thing to shrink your HUD, go ahead and check out in the description. I'm going to leave a little link, so I definitely recommend to try that out. So right here you can see I'm kind of positioning, and this sensor just goes off like non-stop, and it does have a little bit of depth. I think they need to fix it a little bit, because sometimes it goes off and it doesn't feel like anyone's in that area. So I think it still needs a little bit of fixing. I don't know how that guy killed me. Like, he just kind of snuck through the window, and if you watch, he just kind of skipped through and mantled through. So I was like on a 13 streak, and I was just going off. So as you guys saw, that I didn't get too many kills with my attack helicopter. I think it's still in the air or whatever, but it really doesn't do much. They're kind of weak in this game. You can see the time to kill is kind of decent. It just depends on how often you land the headshots. Obviously with Recon, I'm using a specialist thing right here, so I'm actually giving some awareness to my team. I'm just waiting for this care package. So I pulsed all 5 enemies, and then I call in a lightning strike. I actually get a new lightning strike that I can do there. Pick up some ammo, so I have to make sure I don't run out of ammo, even though I do have that scavenger, which is the equivalent to forage in World War II. And then right here, pretty much I go to kind of paying attention to where this mini map is going off. And then I take that guy out, and then I'm just kind of positioned. I can't cross that barbed wire because I'd have to shoot it out. I just don't want to waste the time doing that. So I just kind of rotating back and forth, paying attention to that mini map. You can see how much information this thing is just pinging. I call in another UAV, and then I know where people are, and I just go ahead and take that guy out. Look at how quick the time to kill is. I know a lot of people were hating on the game, saying it's really slow and all that stuff. And it really comes down to, are you going to hit your shots or not? And the shots you need to hit are headshots. They do the multiplier so much. We still got to get those breakdowns in private matches to really get the hard data. I'm sure somebody's going to do the breakdown that'll do it amazingly. It's just very hard to get that information in a public setting without having those private matches. See, I try to jump it. Still kind of experimenting. I had played the matches a few hours on just to kind of level up this gun all the way. And then you can see how kind of I'm rotating. I cleared people off the spawn. My fighter plane's in the air. It's not doing anything. It's not getting any kill. Oh, deaths from above now. Finally give me 1 kill. But I don't think it gives you enough. It definitely got to be buffed. For it being a decent streak, it's kind of a mid-tier streak. It should give you more kills. It should operate the same way that it did in Call of Duty 4, because that one actually had a really powerful one. Still got to be able to shoot it down, because you can lock on and they can destroy the helicopters pretty easy. And then right there, since I was shooting body shots, you can see the time to kill is just a little bit slower. But overall, you just want to get in the habit of shooting for those headshots, because you're going to get more consistent gunfights. The time to kill is just a little bit faster. Also, if people run that body armor, it allows you to melt them pretty easily. See right there, I landed the shots. The guy didn't even hit me. So the guy either had bad aim or that strafing was enough to take him out of sight. And when I actually looked into the gameplay settings, it doesn't look like there's multiple settings for actual aim assist. So it might just be slowdown. I don't know if there's actually strafing aim assist that you normally get that sticky aim for. So we'll have to get that a little bit more testing as the gameplay goes on. Right here, I just try to get that health back. End up shooting that guy. Get out of there, because he threw one of those grenades. And when you throw those grenades, it blows up. So I'm just kind of repositioned. We got the next hard point. Trying to take these people off. And you can see I'm taking them out. Got another attack helicopter. Somebody's coming from behind. I'm just paying attention to this little sensor, because you can see the depth. The guy is obviously inside the building. And I'm trying to cover the team's back. But obviously the teammate is AFK back here. At least it looks like. He's not moving. He's just sitting back there. Look at him. Look at him. He's just sitting there. My other teammate's just sitting here. And it's like, come on, guys, push forward. And I'm covering the back. I just don't trust them. And I'm not able to use S-mines like I do in World War II, but that's just kind of how it goes. So right here, you can see I re-engage, make sure I get full health. And then I put that little thing there so I can actually know where people are. And this situation just gets stupid crazy. So I reposition, take him out, take the other guy out. And that extended mag comes in clutch, because it does add that 5 bullets. I would have been lower health there. So right here, I'm waiting. I know the guy's coming. We're low teammates. And the teammates we do have really aren't contributing. I got another UAV. You can see I'm cycling through these streaks and going on 35-1 right now. And it's the EKIA. So that's assist and total kills. And at this point, you can see we're down by like 50 points. We were up for a time, and then it went down. And the helicopter doesn't do much. I call in the supply drop or the care package. I gotta wait for it. The care package, I'll probably switch that up at a later date. But the main reason I was running the care package is so I could test all the streaks. I was actually able to use every streak in the game, and I can honestly tell you that all of them suck except for probably the Cerberus and the sentry gun, if you can place it in the right spot. Those are probably the top 2 score streaks I would put once I level up high enough to unlock them all. So right here, I was thinking the guy was going to run out, but he didn't end up running out. I was seeing if I could wall bang, because obviously when you're new to the game, you want to experiment with some things, and obviously you want to find out what you can and cannot wall bang. So I go ahead and try and position around this other side over here. This guy's cutting it off. I end up trying to get a kill here. He ends up running around the other side. And that teammate's still in spawn. I don't get why people are already AFK in a beta. It does not make sense to me. I don't get it. But it is what it is. So we end up really down. I know the hard point's going to shift again. I do put this over here so I can kind of control this side of the map and see if anyone's running through there. I come to back up my teammate. He ends up dying. And then I come out and I try and get some shots going. But at the end of the day, it's just we're outnumbered, we're outmanned, and it gets really difficult. You can see all these positions. I just got countered, and the guy uses specialists to kill me. He probably would have killed me anyways, because they were just flooding us. We're outnumbered. But I did want to show you off the gun, because I think this is the best setup. I did level it up all the way. I was able to even use a suppressor. I just didn't really like the way it sounded, and I know that sounds kind of dumb, but I didn't feel like it made the gun a lot weaker, but I just didn't like the way it sounded based off the attachments I was able to use with the 3 attachment setup. If you are enjoying the video, remember to hit that like button. I do these breakdowns always on the second half of my best class setup videos, because I believe in combining the how with the what, and a lot of times I think that's left out of videos. So you go and try the setup, and then it just doesn't work the way you saw it in the video. And obviously in this beta, you're going to experience some very tough lobbies. A lot of people are going to be very good, just because it's not the same public lobbies with thousands upon millions of people playing, and it's just full of ton of lobbies. It's just not going to happen in a beta, just because the people that are playing right now on the first day, it's the most serious, most hardcore players that actually play the game on a consistent basis. Whether all of them are good or not, they're definitely better than just the general population that just plays it on an ultra casual basis. And what I'm talking about, there's plenty of people that get the game in December, January, February, March, and it definitely makes the lobbies easier as the year goes on. The more hardcore players are all here in the beta, so just keep that in mind with the gameplay and as you play, because the lobbies will be definitely harder. You can see the sliding mechanic, and then I heal, and the heal gets to full health, and I'm trying to reposition, and I do have my little sensor dart there, and I'm just taking this dude out. So I'm positioning myself the right way, and you can see the gunfights. It's pretty consistent, very accurate with this gun. I end up taking a few of these people out, and unfortunately, we're just outnumbered, and we never are able to reclaim that. I'm keeping people off mid right here while my teammate's on there. He's got to watch that one side. Someone flanks in, but it's not enough support. It was me and one guy I was playing with is NoArmMissiles. He's a YouTuber as well. I'm going to link his channel in the description. He's an amazing Call of Duty player. And it's just not enough that we could do with the two of us, that we just couldn't smash these lobbies and take it over with us being down a person and one person being AFK. Based off the entire game, you saw we were down a person. I think they definitely need to fix this even during the beta and when the game goes live, because this is a huge issue. If you're down a person on objective game mode, it makes the game almost impossible, especially since it's 5 versus 5. Obviously, it's not a big deal even 6 versus 6. 6 versus 5 is still manageable. It gets a little bit more manageable, but when you're down and it's just overall, it's hard to come back, because you're always in this battle of getting kills and you're not able to get enough that you actually wipe out entire team. I come around over here, flank the guy. The footstep came in handy there. And then I go ahead and come around here, try and get a kill, and the guy is really on a good head glitch. He just ends up melting me. One thing I will show off right here too is as the match ends, we're obviously down by 140 points or 120 points. We're obviously going to lose trying to get in that objective. There's just not enough bodies. Obviously, we kind of forfeited the match at a certain point and kind of just went for kills as much as we could. We try to keep people off without playing dumb, but at the certain point, it's just too much to overcome. Right here, they do have play of the game, so you're going to see how it kind of works. It does seem a little bit better. It's not crazy amazing, but it does seem better than what we've had in the past. You see right here, I end up taking a couple of guys out. And even if you get assists, you still get those 100 points, which is pretty nice, and I get 3 kills right there. And then we're going to transition to the end of the match so you can kind of see what that looks like. But if you did, like I said, enjoy the video in any way or found any tips helpful, remember to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications on. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.